Hello YouTube, it's Jerry D in Tennessee. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm wearing my green on St. Patrick's Day. Alright, I hope everybody had a good St. Patrick's Day. I want to talk about some potential within the past year, okay? These are some potential gains that you guys could have had in some penny stocks, and this is why I like penny stocks, okay? Let's talk about, I've got 3 stocks here. Opti. So, the thing about these stocks, okay? They all have one thing in common. You got to be careful, because I've said time and time again, you can lose in the stock market. So trade scared, but do your research, trade informed, okay? So all of these stocks are current, okay? On their reporting, their financials and everything, they are current with all their financials, okay? So let's start out with Alpine 4 Holdings. So Alpine 4, if we go back to the past year, look at that wave coming up here. So if we go back to, where did I go back to? October 16th, 2020. So if you look up our October 16th, 2020, and the low was at 4 cents. So if you got into this stock at 4 cents, okay, on October 16th, 2020, this stock spiked. Look at my notes here. 3/17/2021. If you were holding this stock long, well, actually, the price okay, I didn't even look at the spike on this. I could have, and but I'm going to go with what I've got written down. So the low was 410. Okay, the low's 410. The high is 441. So, but it closed, okay. The stock closed. The stock closed at 413. All right. Now I've got my train of thought back. You gotta be patient with me. My mind, especially this time of day, this time of night, starts slowing down. But anyway, all right. So you go in. So the price on 10/16 was 4 cents a share. So let's show the figures here. So you take $1,000. If you had $1,000 in the bank and you bought as much as you could buy of that with that $1,000 at 4 cents a share, you would have 25,000 shares. All right. So the price of ALPP today, 3/17/2021, which it would have been more if you went back to the spike a few days back and you got out of it there. But let's say you got out of it right at the close of the day at 413. That stock, that $1,000 investment, okay, 25,000 shares at 413 has turned into $103,250. That's not bad. Your bank over a year's not going to give you on $1,000 that kind of interest. I'm just saying. So, but you got to remember. What did I just show you? These guys, They got all their paperwork, the financial reporting intact. Everything's green on this stock. Okay? Everything went green on September 2020. So, and you're not going to make quite this much on all these stocks, but on other stocks or whatever, I mean, you know, but everything adds up over time. The idea is to buy low and sell high, which I know everybody's watching this video knows that. So let's go on to Opti. Okay? Opti International. So let's look at my notes here. Opti OPTI. So 5/7/2020, this stock was 0.0008. So let's go back to the chart. Let's scroll down. We're looking at this. So 5/5/2020. What did I say? 5/7. So it was choppy right there at that point. If I move over to 5/7, the low was 0.0008. 0.0008. 3 zeros. Okay? So, you go in, you take $1,000, you buy as many shares as you can at 0.0008, you get 1,250,000 shares. All right, so now you go look at the price on 2/11/2021. The price was 44 cents. That's a pretty good jump. I mean, it's not dollar land, but it's a good jump, right? So let's go back to the chart, and I'm going to show this is fact. This is a fact. 2/11/2021. So let's look back at my notes. What am I looking for? 2/11/2021. 44 cents. Right there it is. The high, if you go look up there at the top, right there next to H, 44 cents was the high for the day. If you got out at 44 cents, okay, on that stock, at 44 cents, and remember you got 1,250,000 shares at 44 cents. That $1,000 investment, this $1,000 right here, has turned into $550,000. $1,000 has turned into $550,000. That's $500,000 right there. All right. Let's move on. Let's go to SNPW. The price on 6/15/2020 was 0.0014. All right, if you took $1,000 and you bought as many shares as you could at 0.0014, you'd have 714,285 shares. So let's go look at the chart, verify that price. 6/15/2020. SNPW. What are we looking for? 6/15. All right, you bought it in the low at 0.0014 cents. Okay, 1.4 tenths of a cent was the price. Right there. Is that right? 6/11/2020. Is that what I had on here? Or 6/15/2020. I'm sorry. 6/15/2020. So another one that was choppy. All right, so let's go back. Let's find 6/15. Yes, the low is 0.0014. The L right there. If you got in at the low. Okay, so you have 714,285 shares. So the price on 1/25/2021 went to 24 cents. Okay, so that's 714,285 shares at 24 cents turned into, that $1,000 turned into $171,428. Okay, so these three stocks within a year with just $3,000 worth of investment. If you were patient, you sat and you waited on these stocks, and you were watching the news, watching them get their financials in order, and their filings with the SEC, you know, watching the news of that, and got into these stocks. Okay, we're watching these stocks, and I want to mention how you find some of this stuff is you get on Twitter, you find somebody that's talking about these stocks, but don't start buying until you go prove this person you're following on Twitter that their stocks are making money. Okay, watch them, look at their tweets, and sit and watch the stocks. Maybe paper trade just to be safe. Okay, I don't want anybody to lose any money on this. I'm just showing you could have made money this past year. So the grand total for these three stocks, if I've done my math right, okay, the total gains would be for your initial $3,000 investment for these three stocks. I put a comma instead of a period. Let's fix that while I'm in it. That's what happens when your eyes are getting... I've got old man's eyes. They're not what they used to be. So anyway, a grand total of $824,678 within a year is what you made. You've turned $3,000 into that kind of money. That's how volatile these penny stocks have been. You can lose now. Now, don't get me wrong, you can lose too. This is not a guaranteed thing. You are taking a chance. Again, I said, you know, trade scared, trade informed. Just don't try not to get stuck in junk stock that they're not doing anything, trying to get their financials in order or anything. If you look at the stock on OTC markets and they've not reported in 3 or 4 years to the SEC, and you don't hear any news of where they have filed anything with the SEC, the thing is, there are some stocks that might go for 3 or 4 years and not file anything because they're taking care of other business. But when you see in the news that they filed an 8K or whatever, and they haven't filed, they're trying to get their financials in order. Okay, go check them out. Go to the SEC site, look and see if they did actually file. Don't just go on somebody's word. Go do the research yourself. Okay, protect yourself, protect your investment. But this, just a common man could have made, or say John Doe, he works, but his wife stays at home. His wife could have sat and watched these stocks, and when they spiked, when they went up, could have sold and made the money. And she would have made more money than he's probably bringing home with just a $3,000 investment. Okay, I know a lot of people don't have $3,000. You could take $500 at a time at each of these stocks. Okay, you could have done half of that. If you did half of that on all these stocks, you would still be in 400, just under. It'd be $412,000 if you did $500 per trade. If you set aside $500, you did $500 per trade. That would have been $1,500 for the whole year that you would have invested. To me, that's a good investment. That's a good thing. That's getting you closer, even if you just made $400,000. Okay, that's getting you close to a good little nest egg that you could retire off of. Okay, don't quit your job. You make $824,000, okay? And don't just go call your boss, say, I'm quit. I'm going to quit, because you got to have your insurance. And the thing is, you can go through this money fast if you don't watch what you're doing. You need to forget you've got that sitting out there, okay? And then go and move $3,000, $5,000 over in the account out of this. Plus, another reason why you don't want to really touch this, you want to forget about it, you're going to have to pay capital gains taxes on this. So the government's going to take a pretty decent chunk out of this $800,000. They will. You're going to have to pay income tax. Some states, like I'm in Tennessee, I would have to pay state income tax on this kind of money. All right? This is tax time. This is stuff you need to remember. If you're doing this, playing with this stuff, making money, if you actually make money, you are responsible to pay taxes on this stuff. So if you don't, the penalty for not paying the taxes is going to be worse. It's going to hurt worse than what it would have hurt actually paying the taxes like you were supposed to. So I strongly suggest you do the right thing and pay your taxes on your earnings and do it right, okay? So this is just 3 stocks. And just, $800,000, just under $1 million, $800,000 in a year. That's why I like penny stocks. So, it's not, and it does look easy the way I'm working this out here. These are actual stocks. I will say these are actual stocks that I've been in this year, okay? But I didn't hold them. I got in, I did the 10 stocks thing, I jumped in a day, maybe 2 days, flipped the stocks, made $500 on the stocks, and got out of it, forgot about the stocks, okay? These are stocks I've been watching. I keep a list. It's a good thing if you're trading stocks, keep a list, and actually your broker has your entire trading history. So you can go down the list and look at the stocks that you're out of, that you went in and you flipped and got out of, and see what you were in and see what they were doing. So, yeah, especially ALPP. I've been in and out of ALPP, and I was happy to make $500 a few times. But somebody sent me a tweet, a message, and they said, hey, if you were in these stocks and you held them and you got out at the right time and weren't so quick to just flip them, you could have made this kind of money. And yes, I started looking at it, and yes, this person was right. I appreciate them sending me the message. It's just food for thought. Food for thought. So, you folks, it's subscribe to my channel. This is just as an example of what you can do with penny stocks, and you can get into these stocks. Go out, look at social media, go look at Twitter. I'm not saying go out and pump the stocks, okay? There's promoters that do that. That actually they're pushing these stocks, and you can find them on Twitter. And just hold it for the long run. I mean, you could, after you build up a little bit of money in a nest egg, you could actually retire, but I wouldn't until I had a real nice, comfortable nest egg that I knew that I wasn't going to blow through. I'd try to have some income still coming in. I wouldn't just sit and quit. I would not quit trading. I would do something. All right. I wouldn't just sit at the house, because like I said, I know a guy that went through $1.4 million. He didn't work. He quit working, sat, and in 10 years he went through $1.4 million, and now he doesn't have very much in the bank. He's got a little bit because he just got divorced and has a little nest egg, and they've got money out of the house that they sold. Okay, maybe $150,000 or something like that he's got right now that off of the sale of a house. and he's trying to trade stocks and make some money. And I wish him the best. I hope he does. But that's just an example. I'm not talking down about him. It's just a fact that happened, and I'm just saying anybody could do it. If you got a little bit of money in there and you get to wanting to spend, you can go through this much money very quickly. And you don't want to do that. You don't do that. Play it smart. Set it back to the back burner, and this is your emergency fund. Okay? If it's a husband-wife team, the husband's working, let him keep his job, keep working. I know that these guys, these stock trader guys that want to teach these lessons, make it look romantic and, oh, I bought this Lamborghini. The reality is it's not easy to make money in the stock market. You can if you get in on the right side of the trades at the right time, but the thing is, it's hard to get in on the right side of the trades. Okay? Like I said, I've been in all these stocks here. I've not made this kind of money. I've made some small gains. I have made some profits off these stocks, but nothing like this. And it kind of made me sit back and think, well, you sit down and you know that these guys are fixing their financials. They're releasing their filings to the SEC, trying to get their stop signs off their stock and get current and be OTC pink. And if you know they're trying to do the right thing to help the stock, they're trying to get everything in order, get all their paperwork filed with the SEC and stuff, just to get everything on the level. Pretty good chance the stock's going to go up. If the company, if they have the right management doing the right things at the right time, the stock is going to go up over time. So, just be careful. Do your research. Trade scared. Don't invest any money you can't lose, or you can't stand to lose. You can lose. Yeah, you could really lose in the stock market, but don't invest anything you can't stand to lose. Keep your lights on. Keep your roof over your head. Keep food on the table. Be responsible, all right? If you're going to trade stocks, be responsible. Use your head. Don't go crazy with it, all right? Be cautious and think out your trades and your plan for your trades, and you should do fine. Now you're going to get in the. I've gotten into bad trades before too. I've gotten to some stocks, got stuck in them, and it's easy to do. You can do that, and if you trade stocks, especially these penny stocks, you may eventually get into some stuff where you're on the wrong side of the trade. You might lose money, end up selling, taking a loss. I suggest that if you can at all possible, don't take a loss. I know somebody that lost $7,000 because he got impatient with the stock, and he would have made over $150,000. I can't remember how many shares it was. It was on MGON, and MGON just recently spiked. And if he hadn't got impatient and just dumped the stock to get into another stock, and I wouldn't suggest doing that either, he lost $7,000, and he would have had, if he stayed in the stock and with the current price now, he would have had over $150,000 just on that one trade on that stock if he'd just been patient and waited a little longer. So it's a learning. This is a teachable moment. This is it's just a process. This is a process. Take your time. Read up on your stocks that you're interested in. You see somebody talking about the stock, go look it up in OTC markets. Verify the stocks out there. Look at when they've done their filings. Where's First Financials here? Actually, it's disclosure. That's what I'm looking for. Disclosure. So active, inactive, all. So see, they're doing reportings, security details. Somewhere it should show some more recent stuff. See, here's another thing too. Press release 11/20/2019, 29 news, security details. So look at all these tabs, okay? I guess my point is look at all the tabs. Make sure that they're doing the reportings and stuff. They made several changes to the stock. They did stock splits and stuff for this one. But, you know, look at the company profile. Go out, verify. If there's a website, go out and see if the website comes up. It does. Investors, you go to the investors. OTC Pink. And see, they even showed their page. So I recently showed that developer kit for E-Trade. This is why brokerages have these development kits, is so companies can go and put their financial stuff on their website and it be current. So 11/20/2020. I don't know why they hadn't updated the. I don't know why the OTC markets thing is not showing more filings in this. This is what I'm looking for. All right, I was on the wrong thing. So what tab I'm on? I'm on overview. I thought it should have been on financials too, and I thought that stuff should be under disclosures. It seems like one of these other tabs, this information should be on there, but apparently it's not for this stock. So go out and look at the trade data. The news is being released. Again, the filings with the SEC, form type 8K, form type 8K. So 2/2/2021, 2/18/2021. They did a form type 10K, A 12/17/2020. You know, make sure that they're doing everything they can to stay current and be transparent. And if you do that kind of thing, there's the other thing. Where did that come from now? Disclosure. That's okay. I guess maybe I didn't scroll down far enough. That's what it was. I didn't scroll down far enough. So you should be able to go and see their filings, the reports that they give to the Security Exchange, SEC. So 8K. You should be able to look all this stuff up, everything about the company. It should be pretty transparent. So if you do your research and think out your trades, you can do well, is my point. Okay? I'm not promising you're going to get rich, but I am saying you can supplement, you can put a nice nest egg up off to the side to supplement you in your retirement years, and you can live a comfortable life when you retire. I know a couple, they've saved up for years, and right now they're traveling the world, and they're my age. They're in their 50s. They've never had kids. They for a long time, they just rented cheap apartments and put up money, and they messed with stocks, and then plus they were contractors, computer contractors, and now they're just traveling around the world. They're in South America right now. Traveling around. So, you know, it is what you make it. If you work at it, you can do it. You could achieve it. But you've got to sit and think it through. Don't get emotional about the stocks. A lot of times you're going to have patience because see how this looks choppy. The stocks are going to be up and down, but over time, the realistic thing about these stocks is over time, the stocks will go up over time. You just have to hold them for a while. Okay? They're going to be up, they're going to be down. and it'll scare you to death if, you know, when you're watching it sometimes. Sometimes you'll buy into it, and it'll go down cheaper than what you had bought into it. But if you just sit on the stock for a little while, it's a pretty good chance the stock's going to go back up above, and you're going to get back in the green again. So, but again, you've got to look for these guys as trying to stay current. Okay, they're not keeping their stop signs on there. Like I said, some of them mess up. They get behind on filings. They get a stop sign. They get a little pink yield thing saying that they're not current. They've just got to file some paperwork and do some reporting on their financials to the SEC and get that stuff cleared up. And if you see in the news that they're filing this stuff, you look them up and you go and you start scrolling out here and you're looking for it, and you find out that look, February 19th, 2021, they put out a quarterly report for, the end of the year, 12/31/2020. That's a good sign. That's a good sign that the stocks, that the management is trying to keep the stock in good standing, trying to help the stock to succeed. So that's my 2 cents. I just thought I'd come out with this video. I hope again everybody had a good They had a good St. Patrick's Day. I don't know why I was trying to say Thanksgiving. I'm tired. That's why. Anyway, happy St. Patty's Day. I wish you the best of luck. This year's starting off pretty strong. I wish everybody watching my videos that's in the market, I hope you have a good year this year. I hope everybody has a successful and profitable year this year. So remember, your profits, you need to report on your capital gains to the federal income tax. You need to file that and report it and pay your taxes on your winnings. If you have state tax, you need to do the same thing. Keep that in mind. This is tax time. This is the time to be thinking about this stuff. Anyway, thank you for watching my video. I hope you have a good night, and I look forward to you watching my next video. And if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Please hit the like button if you like to see more videos come out, and it just helps the algorithm, helps push my videos out in front of more people. But yeah, hit the bell to be notified when I have new videos as well too. So anyway, thank you again for watching my videos. I hope you have a good night. Hope you had a good week so far, and I hope the rest of the week's a good, profitable week for you. Again, this is Jerry D in Tennessee on St. Patty's Day, and you all have a good night. Thank you. Bye-bye. Hey, thanks for coming by. Glad you checked out the video. Hope you liked it. If you like it, please click on the like button. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, would like to invite you to subscribe to my channel. May God bless you, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.